All right, let's get right to another interview with another one of our amazing top 25 finalists, shall we? Aishwi Roshan, everyone. How you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks. Thanks for having me on, and it's nice to see everyone.
Yeah, no worries. So I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Sophia first. What got you into thinking about environmental matters? Was it, a certain memory as a kid? Was there something growing up? What's inspired you?
So I was part of a club back in high school called the United Nations Connections Club, and it's basically like a global minds club. And we focused a lot about learning about international policies, and we had a lot of debates about basically like small United Nations debates about what's happening around in different nations around the world. And I remember this kind of vividly, almost like in grade 8, we were looking at the 2009 United Nations Climate Change Conference, and we were looking at the resolutions that were being made. And all of them were, we recommend, we strongly urge. And I felt a little bit disappointed at how much change that was actually being made by politicians and people that we trust as global change makers. And then I realized that if I really wanted that change, it had to come from me. And I couldn't really expect it from anyone other than myself and my peers. And so, yeah.
That's great. And just with an overview, tell us some of the things that you've done in order to kind of take action and put matters into your own hands.
Yeah. So back in high school, I founded my school's environmental council, and we started up a community garden at our school, and a community garden at a local seniors home, which was really near and dear to my heart because I volunteered at that seniors home for 3 years prior. And so it was really cool because we got to get the seniors citizens involved, and we got to get them, I guess, physically active, because I realized that a lot of the activities that seniors were doing were watching TV and playing bingo, and it was not as physically active as I had hoped. And we also organized a discussion in Burnaby, which is where I'm from, where we invited the mayor of Burnaby to come and talk about environmental policies and what his plans were sometime around the municipal election. And currently, I'm actually at UBC in my 3rd year. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And I'm one of the directors of Common Energy UBC, which is UBC's largest student-led environmental club on campus.
That's great. And I know one of the other initiatives that you're working on, which I'm really excited about, is the clothing swap as well, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that. That's pretty great.
Thanks. So I founded Vancouver's largest clothing swap back in 2014 with a couple friends. And our goal with that event is an annual event, and we're trying to divert as many clothes from the landfill as possible. So something that I noticed, especially in Vancouver, because everyone's so trendy, is that we're a consumerist society, and in that sense, we always buy clothes, and whatever's, I guess, not in fashion is either thrown away or given to friends who later throw it away. And so I had the idea of organizing a clothing swap where people can come in, donate their clothes, or I guess bring their clothes into the swap, and then we would basically organize all the clothes in racks, and then people can come in between 12 to 3 later on in the day and take as many clothes as they wanted. And our first year was a really big success. We had over 330 people. It happened in the Roundhouse, Yaletown. And all the remaining bags of clothing, which was like 80 bags, were donated to Big Brothers Canada. And we managed to divert more than 24,000 garments of clothing from the landfill, which was, pretty awesome. And we've had it for 3 years since.
That's pretty amazing. So, you mentioned how, my next question would be, how large is Vancouver's largest clothing swap? You've sort of answered that a bit. And I think that's such a great idea too, because I think one of the things that sometimes will happen, a lot of people do these with, friends or family or whatnot, and those are great too, but sometimes, you put one thing in, then there's nothing that you want or whatnot, but by putting it on such a grand scale, I can imagine the variety of things that you have, it really makes it feel like, you can find something that's for you.
Yeah, that was actually one of our biggest concerns, because I knew that a lot of females and like girls were going to come, but I was actually worried about how many men and boys clothing we would have. So we actually had this like contest, bring like your friend that happens to be a boy, and you can get 2 extra tickets or something like that. And we try to like hype up the event that way, just to get more people involved, and like bring your mom or your parents and get a free ticket to this concert or this store. And so we had a lot of sponsors, which actually really helped with prizes.
That's great, that's great. And I think that something like a clothing swap is all about community anyway, right? You want to bring your friends, your family, you want to bring the people that might want to take your clothes or, all that sort of stuff. That's great, that's great. What else do you do? What other things do you do in your spare time?
So I actually also do Indian classical dance, and I do that professionally actually. I started Indian classical dance when I was 4, and I've been doing it ever since. I actually just had a performance yesterday at Surrey Arts Center. And it's actually one of my greatest passions in life, in addition to environmentalism, and I hope to continue it.
That's great. And what do you love about it? So, like, what's the? I mean, I love dancing too. I'll see. But like, yeah, tell us about what makes it so exciting for you.
I think what makes it so exciting is being born here in Vancouver. I don't really get a chance to connect much with my culture back in Sri Lanka and India. And because I'm so influenced by Western lifestyle. And so just having that small opportunity to have some kind of connection to my roots in Hinduism and in India and Sri Lanka makes like the world to me, basically.
That's great, that's great. And maybe we have a clip of you dancing. I'm not if we have that or not. That is great. Awesome. Well, thank you. I think it's it's just like you performed. You got to sit there. That's great. That's my kind of exercise, just sitting here. Great.